beautiful people. Hola, hola, hola. So, I was saying today that I met this beautiful, beautiful couple. They are the mother and father-in-law of one of my big sisters, and they have been married for 50 years. And I just like talking to people. So when I was talking to them, I was like, "Yo, drop some gems. What you got? What you got for me?" You know what I mean? And I want to try and remember some of the things they said because it was so much, but it was so good. So one of the things, well, the very first thing he said, he was like, "You got to have love." You know what I'm saying? You got to have love. Compromise is important. Back to the love. If you don't have love, what do you have? Right? You have nothing. Friendship is important. You have to cherish one another. You have to cherish one another. And of course, you know, everyone always tells you that marriages work. We know that, right? They said it's definitely your marriage is what you make it. And you have to, what did he say? He said you have to learn that person. You know what I mean? You know, just like when you're in school, you know what I'm saying? And you're studying and you're like you have to know your person, right? That compromise was big because I told him, I said, I've been in something before where there was no compromise, and I knew I had to get out of there quickly. I think I said trust. Trust, of course, is everything. It was so many good gems, so much good stuff, but I guess that's enough, right? But there was more, so much more. But they were just like so amazing, and just seeing how they like balance each other out, it was like it was a blessing to meet them today and to get a chance to talk to them. Yeah, there was something else that came to me and it left me just that fast, but talk to people, especially older people. Like, I love to do that, you know what I mean? Like, I know I want to get married, right? And so I always like to know when I talk to somebody and they be like, "Yo, well, we've been married for so many years, 50 years." Like 50 years is like, it's next level. You know what I mean? So I always want to know, like, what can you give me? You know what I mean? Something else just came to me that he said, and both of them actually said this. They said that in this generation, like, cats are so quick to give up. Like, nobody fights for anything anymore. You know what I mean? And I said, yeah, I said, you're right. I said, but there's certain things that are not worth the fight, right? And then there are other people, you know what I mean? I didn't mean to say things, but, you know, there's you got to know what's worth it and what's not. You know what I mean? Of course, for the right person, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? To see it through. So that's something else. I didn't want to leave that out because that's very important. Okay.